Good morning, everyone. It is time to start living well, and there is one place you could head to that helps you live well each and every day, and that is this place, the Y, Jackie.
Absolutely. So excited to have Ruth Comer joining us this morning to talk about why go the distance.
That's right.
As many of us are getting ready for the big marathon that comes up this fall, you're encouraging people to say if you start now, you can start training for different aspects of the Des Moines Marathon.
That's right, and particularly the half marathon.
Yes, let's be realistic.
That's our special.
Yes.
That's our specialty at the Y.
Because that is an achievable goal for a lot of people, isn't it?
It is. I've run several half marathons, and the sense of accomplishment that you get when you run 13.1 miles and finish, yeah, it's a great feeling. And really, with the proper preparation and training, almost anybody can do that distance, even if you think you can't.
Now, we're in July right now. The race is in October, and you have to take baby steps in some cases. Now, what are some of the distances people start off with to give them an idea that, yes, this is achievable?
Well, we are the official training partner of the Des Moines Marathon, Des Moines Half Marathon, the YMCA, and we have a program called Y Go the Distance, and that helps take you from where you are to be prepared to run the 13.1 miles in October.
All right, so we have the head coach of Y Go the Distance, Jason Wolf, joining us as well this morning. Thank you so much for being here.
Good morning.
So, Jason, we're going to throw the same question to you. Since you're the head coach, you've seen a lot of people that have achieved this goal, but I'm sure some have started off not even believing they can run 1 mile, let alone 13.
Absolutely. My coaching goes way back with the Y. I coached one of the first triathlon program at the Y. And then now we're here at the Y Go the Distance program for the Des Moines Half Marathon. And so we welcome all those people that are starting off the couch. Come out and give it a
couch and on
off
the road.
the couch and on the road. Just lace up your shoes and get with a great group, great set of coaches at 4 of our Ys here in the Des Moines area, and in group runs, coached workouts, planned workouts. It's going to be a great time.
So who's going to benefit from doing a program like this?
Well, really, the beauty of it is the way I've created the program is that anybody. So if you're a seasoned vet marathoner or half marathoner, you're definitely more than welcome, because we're going to have some pretty darn quick runners out there in the program.
Right.
But we also we welcome anybody that really just wants to get out and get moving. You know, one thing I always say, it's not about the time on the clock at the finish line, it's about what you do with the time starting today to get to that finish line, which is so very important for every athlete, every person that just wants to get moving. Moving's the most important thing.
All right, why don't you walk us, or should I say run us through the steps that we're going to take to achieve that goal. So say maybe somebody is just getting off the couch. They haven't run either ever or in a long time. What would be the first step that you would take with them?
So, well, first is commit. Sign up. Go at one of the Ys here in Central Des Moines. Get signed up. Commit to a goal. That's the first step. So sign up for Y Go the Distance. Then start getting with the groups and find a group at one of the Ys that's going to help you stay motivated, help you stay committed,
accountable,
and accountability.
I think that's the key word there. Accountable is the key. Having people that are keeping an eye on you while you're keeping an eye on other people too.
Absolutely. And then what we do is we have at each one of the 4 Ys around Central Des Moines, we have 2 training sessions, group training sessions, and they're coach-led training sessions. Then the individuals will have training plans on their own. One way I built this program was not off of basically weekly mileage. It's built off of time, because not everybody's going to be in the same boat or be able to run the same speed. So it's about the amount of time. The other thing is a lot of people think to be able to run a half marathon, all you have to do is run. Well, that's not true, and it's not good for everybody. There are strength training, there is some flexibility, and there's quite a few other things that we put in there to give you that cardiovascular endurance as well.
All right, you mentioned time, and I know time is valuable for a lot of people. How much time do you think we need to dedicate toward making sure that this event, A, happens, and B, we can finish it? How much time per week are we dedicating to this?
Absolutely, that's a great question. Because you know, in the beginning, the first few weeks, you're going to be looking at probably about 3 hours of your time in that week, in the first couple weeks. and then it will ramp up from there to about 4 or 5 hours per week of actual time that you're going to put in. However, time is relevant and irrelevant at the same time, if that makes sense, because again, we should be moving every day. And so that should just be part of our daily lives. You know, one thing that we'll talk about is, hey, when you go to work, you're going to run a marathon or a half marathon, why don't you park in the back 40, you know, if you will, and walk? Or instead of taking the elevator today at work, how about you take the flight of stairs? You know, if you work on the 20th floor in one of the buildings downtown. There's all kinds of options to continue to move every day.
Yeah, and speaking of continuing to move, it's really funny you mentioned that. Just this morning, I realized that there was an app on my phone jacket that tells me how far I walk every day. And
He's still learning new things when it comes to his phone.
you know, it was just something that was added on to the phone, and last Friday alone, we ended up walking 3.2 miles. And I'm like, where did I go? 3.2 miles. But that's the kind of thing, you want to increase these on a daily basis, right?
Absolutely. The other part of the program, the last main part of the program that I didn't mention, is we have weekly long runs. Because one of the things in the half marathon is that we need to do some sort of long run.
Yeah,
we do that
endurance.
Absolutely, and we do that as one large group. All the Ys come together. People can do it on their own if they want, but what we try to do is early on a Saturday morning, we meet downtown, and I have specified routes. So the first route may be 4 to 5 miles for that first week of that long run, but it'll build up from there. And you'll end up doing most of the half marathon course.
Really?
Yes, by the time you're done with the 12-week program, you'll end up doing most of that half marathon course. So if it's your first half marathon, you've already seen it. So you have no worries, no scares in what you're going to meet up with.
All right.
Let's talk about the difference between a group training like that or coach-led training as opposed to something that you might be doing on your own, whether you're working out at the Y or you see the running groups that are around town. How are you making a difference in wanting to go with Y the distance?
Well, absolutely. I mean, it's been proven out there that you know, there are those individuals that can take a plan off the internet and do a really good job just doing it on their own. But for the most of us, for most of us that are just trying to get healthy, like we said earlier, it's the accountability. That is one of the hardest, toughest things. Also, on top of that, it is having support from other people. Because when you think that, okay, yeah, I know exactly what I'm doing, and you get stuck in a rut, and one thing that our body wants is change all the time. It doesn't want us to do the exact same thing day in and day out. So, you know, this is something different for some people. And so, you know, in the program, we try to keep it different. We try to keep it each day, you know, a little bit different, maybe a yoga session, maybe a cycling session. We try to take you around the Y with the program. There's running, walkers, absolutely. It keeps it on cutting edge and keeps people accountable.
Keeps it interesting. And just go to the Y website and Facebook page to get signed up?
You can, or stop into any of the Ys, Waukee, Walnut Creek, Wellmark, Indianola. All 4 of those are doing the program.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, learn more about Y Go the Distance. There's still time if you would like to train properly for the IMT Half Marathon coming up in October here in Des Moines. Thank you both for joining us today. Great information.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.